The Alleghany Journal has found Tasha Walsh, who is the CEO of Connections Plus Healthcare-Hospice. Welcome. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. Good to be here.
Tasha, this is a pretty important subject we're talking about, National Healthcare Decision Day. Can you tell the public what's the concept here?
Yeah, well, and thanks for the question. The concept around National Healthcare Decision Day is really acknowledging the importance of people planning ahead and having conversation about what they would want in the case that they were not able to talk for themselves about their healthcare choices. So, and none of us like to think about this. And it's really important because none of us knows when something may happen, whether it's a car accident or someone just faints or has a healthcare crisis that was unexpected. And if we're not able to speak for ourselves, it's important to make sure that those around us know what we would want so that they can speak for us in a way that we would want them to. And so that's really the idea about this effort, is just encouraging people to have the conversation. National Healthcare Decisions Day is something that is nationwide, and it's sponsored by the Conversation Project, which really is, again, just trying to get people to have a conversation about something that they don't typically want to have a conversation about, right?
Well, that this is just not something most of us want to face. I mean, right. It's not, it's not something that we think about, and yet you guys have stepped to the front and said, "Hey, this is not that difficult. We need to face it." And on Tuesday, April 16th, people can easily walk into either one of your offices and pick up a brochure and get this thing done, and then it's done. We don't have to have angst about it. But admittedly, it's not something we all, sit around every Saturday night saying, "Boy, I can't wait to go to Tasha's place and do this."
Right, right. Yeah. And thanks for mentioning that. At our Connections Plus office in downtown Clifton Forge or in Lexington, Virginia, on the 16th of April, which is the actual National Decision Day. We will have people available to answer questions. We have a 5 Wishes booklet that we'll be giving away that helps people kind of think about, what do they want their last moments to be like? And if something should happen to them where they can't speak for themselves, who do they want, who do they trust to be their spokesperson and talk to doctors and other folks about what they want? What are the values that we hold, or that, that a person holds, that might just have them decide they do want this or they don't want that, or if this, then that kind of a thing. And so we want to be a resource for the community to be able to have those kinds of conversations, both internally for ourselves so that we get some clarity about what's important to us, and then having the opportunity to communicate that to people who would be part of our support team if something were to happen.
Well, you've made it pretty easy, because at 315 Meyer Street in Lexington, mm-hmm. or at 328B Jefferson in Clifton Forge. So, either location, and that special day, the 16th. And I think it's cool. Let's say you walk in and you're not completely sure that you are prepared to answer all these 5 wishes. So you've got that little brochure to kind of give it some context. And that's, that's neat of you guys to be that forward looking.
Yeah, well, thanks. We as I said, we're neighbors helping neighbors, and this is one way that we can do that, is help our neighbors be a little bit more prepared and a little bit more aware of what they may really want to do, even if they don't want to do it.
Well, that's not something that I'd jump up and down to do, but it's one of those things, get the job done, Jerry. But and I guess if people have additional questions, they can always call 540-463-1848. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. And one way that I like to think about this, I mean, I'm a very healthy person, and I'm of a certain age that I still have a couple decades left, hopefully. But I have one of these, I've gone ahead and put together an advance directive, because if something should happen to me, I don't want my kids to be wondering, what would mom want, or am I making the right decision, or am I making a decision that mom would feel good about them? I want them to know for sure that they have my confidence in what they may need to do. And I hope that never happens. And if it does, that I feel like that's a gift that I can give to them, so that they can rest assured that they are honoring what I would want, and they don't have to deal with that.
Well, I think this is a great idea of y'all's. And I mean, it's just something that we're delighted to work with you on this and get the word out. And you're also, talking about this plenty of time in advance, so they can get everything together for Tuesday or
Wednesday.
Get that first. I'm sorry, Wednesday.
Yeah. Wednesday the 16th. Yeah.
You're all right. It says Tuesday the 16th on your ad.
All
right, let's try it again. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday the 16th.
It's Wednesday the 16th.
Well, folks, we're fixing problems right online right now. Somehow we will get that. So we will straighten this out. Wednesday the 16th, April 16th, between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Gee, Tasha, great. We call each other up and you straighten me out in front of 20,000 people. That's great.
I'm sorry. We messed up the ad then. Sorry about that.
Well, we're supposed to check some stuff. It's one of my 5 wishes to get things right. But this really is, it is a great service. It's so neat that you brought this to the forefront, what very few of us want to talk about. And now we've got a chance to get this job done because of you. Thanks again.
You're welcome. And just to make sure that it's clear, there's no charge for this whatsoever. It's just a community service. So come on by.
We get a chance to tell relatives or loved ones what we really want. I like this.
It's a gift.
Look forward to seeing you again soon.
All right. Thanks.
Bye now.